Hello, everyone, and welcome to the RNG University. Tonight, I just want to be special, so I went and built not built, I copied a mono white aggro deck that everyone is running. I just want to win, I want to try to do this one more time, and this time I'm going to try the mono white soldier deck. So, in terms of that deck, we got a bunch of one casts, four Yoshin for Recruiter Officer, and a bunch of two casts. We got four Guardians of New Benalia, four Thalia, four Valiant Veteran, just very good tempo off the board sort of early game, and then three drop we got Brutal Cathar for removal, and Siege Veteran for basically Luminar Aspirant 2.0. And then in the forecast, we have for Myrel, Shield of Argive, whatever it's called. Basically, during your turn, opponent can cast spells and activate abilities, basically slowing them down, and then we can attack, overrun them with little soldiers. That's all we get, right? So that's the whole deck. We got four laid down arms for early game removal so that we can get ahead of our opponent. And then we got four Mishra's Foundry, 19 planes, one a Gonjo for the land base of 24 lands. With the creature land here, we can push extra damage if necessary. And that's basically the lay of the land, the whole deck, right? It's fairly straightforward. I think every mono white deck is running this exact same, not just shell, the exact same copy. So I want to see what the strengths and weaknesses are of the deck. If I want to build a deck to fight against that, I have to know how strong it is. So I'm going to go ahead and try out this deck and see how it works. Okay, we got three lands. We're going first. We got a one drop and a lay down arm. I'm gonna keep. It's not the greatest keep because we don't have a two drop, but going first, you don't really want to mulligan too strongly. So let's go for the attack first. And then we'll play a land so that this way it will have haste next turn if we need it. Alright, our opponent's not playing anything. We're not playing anything. Mono blue, huh? Do we want to get the aggro on? You can bounce our land. That will slow us down a little bit. Does he want to bounce our land? He does not. Probably gonna have an impulse now. There it is. Alright, now play your Jin next turn. Do it. Not doing it, huh? Alright, so we can play a Myrel. It gets countered, but I think it's fine, right? During a turn, opponent can cast spells. There's that counter spell. Alright, one of the weaknesses of the deck is if you just draw lands every single turn, which is what we did. I don't think we drawed a single thing other than lands. Not even good lands, planes too. Okay. So now he has 4 mana. Let's see, we can Brutal Cathar. I think Brutal Cathar is pretty good, right? If our opponent doesn't play anything, it will flip. So it kind of forces a counterspell. He doesn't counter it. Now he's really thinking this up. I will play Thalia. This probably get countered. Can you imagine if we got Thalia out on turn 2? How good that would be? Oh, Impulse. In response to Thalia, and then Essence Scatter. There it is. There's that Jin. Okay, so we could attacking it doesn't help with the Brutal Cathar. We can flip it. Flipping it, what does it do with Brutal Cathar if we let it flip, right? Lay down arm doesn't do anything because he'll just counter it. He definitely has something to counter it. You're a disgrace to the outfit. Alright, he wants to attack. Our backswing is definitely better than his attack. Second Jin though. That's no fun. No bueno for us. Alright, let's lay down the second Jin. You can gain that 4 life if you want. Or you can just rope. That also helps. He's gonna slip out this Jin. You're gonna play our Guardian. Do a little slippity slip. I don't know why I don't know why I played the Guardian first. I should just attack first. Alright, we'll end the turn. There goes your Jin. This is why I wanted to put Gathar out more than Athalia, because it's so much stronger. If he doesn't play anything, we'll flip again. Fading Hope. That means we're still in daytime. I can still use Brutal Cathar on his Adi Jin. A lot of horrors though. That's no fun. We don't have any flyers. We got 2 Brutal Cathars. Opponent says good game. He probably has a counter spell. Right? I imagine. Essence Scatter. Okay. Solves. Second Brutal Cathar. Alright, what can we do? We can enlist this for 1. That doesn't help. We can attack. They'll just double block. If he attacks, that's GG. Alright, you got it, opponent. Your deck was so good. You must be so smart. I am net decking too, but I'm just tilted whenever I see that mono blue deck. Because it's just so bad. Like, I've played it so often, like when it first came out. I know how bad it is. It's you have to get 3 dice rolls correct in a row. You gotta have a perfect hand. You gotta make sure your opponent doesn't have a perfect hand to counter you. And you have to get the perfect draws every time, because that deck lacks draws. So, yeah, it's not a fun deck to play. Oh, and look at that. We got cards this time with no lands. We're going second, though. So, this is a keepable hand, because we have a lot of 1-drops and some 2-drops to back up. Let's get some more damage in first. The recruitment officer is recruiting. Wow, that's a lot of different mana. No plays, though. If there's no plays, I'm going to attack first. Guardian on. He's going to guard the new Benalia. What is it you got? What is it you got? Our opponent is really roping because he has the Fool. Interesting. 3 mana. Here comes Fable, maybe? He hasn't played anything in 3 turns, so I'm assuming it's a Fable. Maybe it's Brotherhood's End. It's not a very good play this turn, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Or maybe it's rope, right? Sometimes opponent just rope. That's a perfect play. Highlighting the cards like you've never seen it before. I'm pretty sure this is the same opponent he's been facing for the last 30 games. Pass turn, okay. Just gonna go to my turn. Didn't play a thing. Well, if you're not gonna play a thing, I'm gonna make your thing cost more. Go for the throw, huh? I guess I'll activate it. I'll discard my Yoshin. Submit 1. That was during combat, so I couldn't cast the Yoshin. Can't take out a Shieldra if he plays it. That would be kind of annoying. Can I take out a Shieldra? No, I cannot. I can make this a 4 and pump it to a 5, but I don't think he would do anything to stop that. Okay, a Blood Tide Harvester. So, now I can play a Myrel, or I can kill the Blood Tide Harvester and go in for more damage. Which one is better? If I kill the Myrel, if I play the Myrel, I can attack with the Guardian, and the Blood Tide will block. Right, and then I will counter that block by... I'm going to enlist anyways, right? So it's probably better to attack first. I guess the choice is whether or not to lay down the arm. With the Thalia out, laying down the arm isn't that fun. I'm going to do it because I can't really target anything else. And this is an exile effect. And to kill our attackers, gonna eat this. I will attack, I guess. There's a lot of damage going in this turn. Opponent's gonna use his blood. Bloody. Alright, I don't need another Myrel, but a Siege Veteran might be pretty helpful. This is a shuffler for you. Myrel, top deck Myrel. I can't bring anything back with the Extraction Specialist, so that's good. I guess it's good that we stopped drawing land after land 4. Overseer? Interesting. Okay, we can put the Siege Veteran out. And go to combat. So if we buff this for 1... enlist and attack. Alright, do we need 2 more lands? Do we need any lands? 1 land might be helpful, right? We got Myrel to play, but I don't want top deck lands twice in a row. He's definitely going to block here. Five mana, what can he do? Invoke? Invoke actually does not help him at all because my board's too big. If he has this drag, though, that might hurt. Brotherhood's End. I guess we'll discard a card. Now, it's time for the backswing. Enlist, attack. Enlist this 1/1. We're doing the do. Alright, Brew of the Cathar is pretty good. Mishra's Foundry's not as good. He is now at 3. And this survives, and it's GG. So we got a pretty weak start, but we were able to pull it out. That's the power of this deck, I guess. It's a pretty strong deck, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it's a weak deck, but aggro is just a weak format. It's basically, you gotta get lucky, at least 2 dice rolls in the beginning, right? You gotta have a good opening hand, and you gotta hope that you either go first or your opponent has a weaker start, which is not very often that happens, especially with us. I think it's because the algorithm pushes people like us to go, with weaker starts. So we got Yoshin, Veteran, Myrel. That's a pretty good start. Can't really complain about that, although I will. I'm going to say hi. I'm wait for our opponent to rope their mulligan. And I'm going to click the fishes. Oh, look, a puppy. Or a cat. Ugh. That's mean. Come on. Look at my fish. It glows. And now we wait. Sometimes we get opponents like this. I think they might be on the toilet. So they don't even know they're playing Magic. They're really squeezing right now. I don't know what's going on. Click, 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 click. Unfortunately, the interactions in the Magic, the MTG Arena board is not as crazy as Hearthstone board. Because people rope in this game so much longer, and the board just doesn't have anything. Look at that. I'm just waiting for the first game to entirely rope out. Okay, opponent didn't do anything. He just wants to rope us. It's a mountain. It's a play with fire. It's a Kumano. It's a chick. Alright. You got your damage in. That's very nice. Now let me get my damage in. I thought about playing Valiant Veteran there for extra damage, but this stops a lot of burn spells, and that slows them down slightly, right? He cannot use Lightning Helix, no, Vortex, whatever it's called. He has to use a 1-drop, which doesn't do anything to us this turn. He has 2 1-drops, so that does stuff, unfortunately. Cannot block that, but we have a better backswing, because our board's gonna be generally better. So if we attack, no, let's not attack with a 1-1, we can attack with a 2-2. No blockers. I think they think they're the beatdown. We're the beatdown. Look at this board. How are you gonna handle that? With your little 1-1? Okay, he didn't play anything. That goes right into my Myrel. Now you cannot activate spells. Oh, and you can't use those blood tokens. Well, good luck. We'll pump 1 here. We'll pump 1 there. Do you want to block now? Because you can't really do anything else. And it's a lot of damage coming in. Okay, he's just going to take 9 casual damage, go down to 4, and maybe he has a turn 4 Brotherhood's End that does 5 damage? I'm not sure. No, he's a turn 4 Explode Face. That also works. Well, this is the power of this deck going first. Right? We went first, we had a good play. This game would have really lasted only a minute if our opponent is not, one of those roping guys. And yeah, this deck can really rack up the wins pretty quickly. I don't know if you can get to Mythic very easily with decks like this, because you will lose a lot of games to bad luck, and when that happens, it happens. Now, we do go first, and we don't have a 1-drop, but we have Thalia into Brutal Cathar. I think that's keepable. I don't know, but I think if I mulligan, I'll get into a much worse hand, so I'm going to keep. That could be wrong, though. I'm not really quite sure how accurate the mulligan needs to be for this deck. Obviously, for aggro, you get more room to play because you're the one that's aggressive. Right, for plays like that, now we can have our Thalia out. Well, he's not playing anything. We can have a Siege Veteran now. And now, good luck to our opponent. That board is scary. He's not playing anything. He's got 3 mana. I don't know what 3 mana can do, but I will play a Veteran. A different kind of Veteran. A Valiant kind. And we'll grow our Siege Veteran. Oh, he's got nothing. Well, here's a Recruitment Officer. And now our board is lethal next turn. 4 mana, he can't even play Emperor. Alright, we're going to play Myrel. Stops any kind of play he could make. Unless he wants to make it right now. Draw a card. Negate life. Oh, okay, you're at 15. Good job. I guess. GG. That was embarrassing. I don't even know what our opponent's trying to do, but he got overrun quick. Yeah, this aggro deck is fast, guys. It's very, very, very fast. Which is why I'm trying to figure out a way to counter it. You know, the best way to, beat your enemy is know your enemy, I guess, right? So, in order to counter the mono whites, it's very difficult to outpace them. It's about what you need to have early game and what they cannot have on their early game. Well, one of the things our opponent has over us is they went first this time. They're white. I don't know how well Thalia works against a white deck. But hey, he's got the old Dominaria sleeves. Thalia here. Thalia here. I thought about laying down arms on Thalia, but that just puts me behind. I'm not gonna block that. Okay, now we only playing 2 lands against our opponent who Brutactard us. I'm just gonna get out of here. Yeah, I want to win first. We are, we're short a land. We miss a land drop. There's no way we win that game, and there's no reason to play that out. What can we do? We could have maybe lay down arm on the third Thalia, and then deal with the Brutactard slowly. Not coming out of that. You can definitely rank up pretty quickly if you get lucky with this deck. That's for sure. And luck is just the luck of a draw, I guess. The more you try. This time we only have lay down arm as a turn 1 play, and then we have to wait till turn 3, so we can't keep that hand. This hand is slightly better, but not much. We're gonna keep. I'm gonna put back Myrel. It's a little bit weaker. I hope I don't just draw lands. That would suck. It's blue-whites, though, so we might be able to slow them down with Thalia on its own. If he makes any token things here, Brutactard can help. Wow, a Harbin off the bat. Okay. Well, let's see here. We could Brutactard it. First attack. It's not gonna block. I don't think he's dumb enough to do that. I'll take that out. And if he Brutactard my Brutactard, I gotta lay down arm for their Brutactard so we can Bruto the Brutactard Worms. Recruitment Officer. Alright, our opponent's playing off 2 lands. That's beautiful. Do we want to lay down arm on that? Probably not, right? I think it's a little bit better if we go for the Thalia attack first. Okay, I'm gonna lay down arm on this creature since he has less creatures. And I want him board advantage. The less creature he has, the stronger my advantage is. See? Now he can't nothing to bounce. When we go to my turn, I can start attacking with the Guardian. By enlisting the Brutactard. Do I need another Thalia? No. Do I need another Guardian? Yes. Yes? Okay, so he's blocking. I'm going to discard a land. I don't need this land. And now we can play Yoshin. A Sentinel, huh? Protection from multicolor. He's really just playing off 2 lands. Alright, let's go in for some damage. This has got to enlist. This got to attack. This got to attack. This got to attack. And we'll enlist the Brutal Cathar again. And we're pumped with Thalia, so it doesn't die that easily. Okay, so I don't need this. I don't need... do I need the recruitment officer? Everything just gets discarded to the Guardian anyways, right? Yeah. A land would help much more. Now. Double block the Guardian, huh? Interesting. Now they both die. And we flip. Now they have their Thalia. And they quit. GG. I guess. Didn't want to play that out. They were playing off 2 lands, so they should have quit a long time ago, like I did. This deck is very strong. You know, top in the meta for a reason. But I don't think it deserves its spot in top of the meta, that's for sure. I think it's top of the meta because people haven't figured out how to counter the aggro. That's usually the first, I would say, a month in any meta when a new set drops. Everybody just plays aggro because it's the easiest to figure out, right? What's the shortest mana cost? What's the strongest power level? And just play decks like that. So this is why this deck is dominating the meta right now. But it does deserve the spot in the top of the aggro because it is the strongest aggro deck. Didn't draw 1 drop, but we have a lot of good 2 drops I kept. We're playing against Peter Griffin. Oh no. No, it's Pete Griffin. Okay, so never mind. They suck. Not about to lose to some Pete Griffin guy. And then we lost. Can you imagine how scary that was? Is there a cut down here? Two mana cut down? 2 mana cut down? 2 mana cut down? There it is. Alright. Let's try this again. Good thing we have 2 Thalias. Go for the throw. 3 mana, go for the throw. Corpse Appraiser. Alright, so he wants to take my Thalia. What are you going to block? The 1/1 is value. He's going to do that. The 4/3 is a lot of damage. But we also get a 1/1 out of it. So it's going to help us. Let's play another Yoshin. Siege Veteran is very, very good. I don't know. They took Luminarch Aspirin and put it on crack. It's so good. But I don't know if we can... I can't say I don't know if we'll win this game, but I don't know if we have that strong of an advantage because our opponent has a huge hand size. Bankbuster is not good. That's a good advantage for us. That card can't play. This land can't play anything because of Thalia. I think our opponent knows that. Alright, so we could attack with the Mishra Foundry as well. Get extra damage in. I think that's warranted. And then we can play Yoshin's Frontliner. Should we play it right now? Because if this attacks, right, we can get 2 lands to play Guardian. That might be good. No, I think Yoshin's better. Alright, I'll pump the Thalia. Attack the Thalia, Mishra, the 1/1, the Frontliner, and the Frontliner will both pump the Foundry. So you want to block the Foundry with your Bankbuster, it's going to die. Can't give them a value trade here. Gotta push for it, basically the anti-value. So it's blocking a 3/3, blocking my 4/4 with 3/3. So it's guaranteed to die. I'm getting value here. And this is at the end of turn. I forgot what Unearth is, sack or exile. Oh, I can't read it. I guess we'll find out. We'll play. Do we play land number 4 here? I don't think we need to. Right, unless we top deck another land. Even then, it's not that useful. Opponent's down to 9. Fable of the Mirror Breaker. Just gonna make a 2/2 here. So, we will bust out the Foundry again. We'll buff this. So now, since he's tapped out, he can't buff with that. This has to be a value trade, or for us, or our opponent is going to take a lot of damage. Alright, so then we'll play our Guardian. And he can't remove the Guardian, so I think it's more or less game over. It really depends on what he has. Opponent has a lot of cards, right? There's a lot of card advantage on their side, but we got a board presence. Invoke. Good luck with that. And tap land. Okay, so he's got 4 mana, which means he can cast a non-creature spell that costs 3, or a creature that costs 2. That's fine with us. I don't know how that's going to save him. I can make a 4/4, and it'll block 1, and everything else will still kill him. That's GG. Good game. This deck is strong. You saw how strong it is. The only time we lost was bad luck, not drawing lands. Every other time, and by not drawing lands, I mean only drew 2 lands after we went second, right? Only time that we end up losing. Every other time, the deck is performing at maximum capacity. It's a very strong deck. I want to put this on the side because that's a removal. Very strong deck. If I were to cut anything, it might be maybe 1 or 2 Myrel for more 1-drop or 2-drop or 3 drops. But even then, I'm not really quite sure. I think the Myrel is fairly strong, and putting it in play stops our opponent from doing anything to our board. So yeah, I would say this is as good, as clean cut of a white aggro deck as you can get. Strong deck. Definitely deserves its position on the top of the aggro meta. But I think over time, people are going to figure out how to counter the aggro meta. Fill your deck with field clings, fill your deck with cut downs. Eventually, you'll overcome something like this. That's what I think. Thank you very much for joining me, and I'll see you guys next time.